Welcome to the Godess Jazzy Show. Hello, everybody. Today's special guest is Tahir Parker. Are you there, Tahir? We're going to talk about all things creative, business, acting, and quite a lot of stuff. Welcome, Tahir. Tahir, are you there? Welcome to the Godess Jazzy Show. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday. So I have a guest today called, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing the name right, Tahir Parker. Welcome, Tahir Parker, if you're here.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome. I'm very well. How are you?
Great to be on the Jazzy Show.
Thank you. And look how we're matching.
I know.
Isn't it?
The world is synchronized today.
Definitely so. How are you?
Yeah, excellent. Hello to all the listeners.
Yes. Thank you for joining me today. Have I pronounced your name right? Is it Tahir?
You did perfect. I have so many versions of it. It's untrue. I should have an encyclopedia.
So Tahir, tell me about yourself.
Well, I think we met through my poetry work. So I write and sell poetry.
Yes.
But I also produce a song, or I songwrite, I perform. I'm a singer. I get involved in lots of artistic projects. I produce photography and network with lots of people in the industry. So I've been very blessed in that sense that I've been able to network with some of the biggest names and people in the industry, including yourself, of course. But I've been very lucky like that, and I've used my time to produce new music, new poetry. I've got a book that will come out in the future. I'm on Instagram, Positive Media Management, and the idea behind all of this is to empower people to have their own creative journey and to empower them in whatever journey they're taking. So I hope that we can achieve that today and motivate and inspire people and push them forward in their journey, and maybe something that we say can move them ahead and accelerate what they're doing as well.
So what got you into it, Tahir? What was your journey like? What got you into this numerous amount of bases that you've done? What got you started? What was your inspiration?
Because I'm impulsive and creative. I've always liked music. I used to teach drumming. And then on my 48th birthday, I decided to try something different, just random.
Okay.
And that really triggered the whole thing, like me really producing, really taking it seriously to produce art, because I've always been a bit creative, but to develop it. So on my 48th birthday, I went and booked a session with a well-known vocal coach called Bio.
Okay.
And he's in London. He's coached people for things like television shows and a big sort of concerts and things like that. So I thought I'll go along, and he'll laugh at me an awful lot, and then he'll say, "Don't come back." And so he said he had this vetting process. I went in, I did the session, and he actually said, "There's something there, come back."
So when you were studying in school, let's go way back, because you're in my era. Let's go way back. Yeah. What was your ambition? Was it to be in the creative field?
There was once upon a time when I wanted to be an actor, like any other person. I was watching the Hollywood and the Bollywood, and so I was going to be there acting. Not that I had any ability for any of that, but or any contact or connection with any of that. But I was heavily into the movies. And if people remember that far back, your listeners are going to giggle now. When you had that tape recorder and you press play and record, and it.
Yeah, I've still got it. I've still got it. Believe me, I've still got my tape.
You're too young to do that.
You see, I've still got it.
So I was there sort of doing that all the time. Maybe I shouldn't confess to it because of copyright, but
Yeah. Well, we were
that's how.
allowed back then. We were allowed back then, isn't it? You
Yeah,
know?
that's right. So we would listen to the radio and we'd go, my song, like, and
Yeah.
so there was a lot of that and singing along. And then later on, beyond that, it was I don't think I picked it up again until I was in high school. So when I was at Hyams Park School, I picked up drumming.
Is that a
And
private school?
no, no,
Okay, sounds very private.
not so.
No?
Yeah, not that talented, but so there was a drum teacher there called Brian, and there was a teacher there called Christine Collins, and very talented people as well. And
Yes.
they helped me with sort of drum lessons and drum practice and so on. And that just sort of I owned that, and I
Okay.
got my own drum kit, much to the dismay of my parents. Yeah,
So
and
they
probably
weren't happy. They weren't happy with the
they
outcome of
weren't
it.
they weren't told there was a drum kit coming. It just arrived. See?
One of them. Oh,
Yeah,
one of them.
yeah.
Okay. Hold
So
yourself right there to hear. I'm just gonna go on a quick break and
yeah,
I'm gonna come back. Yeah? Just hold yourself
yeah,
one
sure.
moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Godess Jazzy Show. I've got my special guest Tahir, and we were talking about way back in the day, and you got a drum kit. So tell me about this drum kit that you brought into the house without your family knowing.
So the drum kit started life as a couple of directories, and when I was good with those, I got the drum kit and entertained the neighbours and the street and everybody. And I used to do 12-hour practices. I was addicted to that thing.
So you're very good then. You're
well,
very good.
Yeah, that's debatable, but I like to think that I can. I started teaching, let's put it that way. So
Yeah.
I had some ability in it, and one of the things I did when I used to work in my student days at Pizza Hut in High Street, Walthamstow.
I used to work in Pizza Hut back in the day. Clapham.
So that they invited all us staff because there was a group of us. We were very young. We were all creative, and me and Tom and some of the others there, we actually put on a little music session in the middle of High Street, Walthamstow, in Pizza Hut, and entertained the people coming in for pizza. So,
nice.
Did
you get big fat tips? You must have got fat tips then.
Yeah, when I was with Pizza Hut, yeah, that's it.
Cool.
So that they were good with that, and then I was involved in community projects as well. I was on the Chingford Green with the village festival, and I was teaching members of the public how to play the drums.
Wow.
Right in the middle of Chingford. So that drum kit has been out and about a bit at Fates and in the community and so on. So yeah, and I still sort of go to studios and play the drum kit, and then that developed, as I say, into other musical and creative things.
So as well, you said that you can sing as well. You said that you can sing?
Yes, I've been singing, I've been recording, so that's still something that I see as under development. So I'm going to be developing it. I've been very lucky to work with some really good vocal coaches. Victor, who's got his own track out, Run It Back. He's on Positive Media Management. And LJ, who is one of the people that I use for recording. Bio, the vocal coach, as I said. Kamina Music School. So I've been lucky in that I've really sort of gone to 3 or 4 coaches. There's another one for Bollywood, Ricky Faruqi, he's over in Essex. And I've gone to all these vocal coaches to try to really get a breadth of flavors in my singing. But anybody that's been on a singing journey will understand that it takes like crazy practice, and
Yes.
it's up and down. You one day you get up and you think, "God, this sounds," and the next day you're thinking, "I need to put that together." So it's a really I was quite. There's thing that I'm finding out about singing all the time. Things like auto tune, which me and auto tune haven't always been friends, but I'm getting to learn to love auto tune because
So
it's trending out.
what type of music do you do yourself? What type of genre of music is it that you do?
You know, I grew up listening to everything: rock, pop, soul, Bollywood, the whole mix. So, reggae. And I also used to DJ. My disco was called Twilight Disco, and it had a strap line. If it's got to be right, it's got to be Twilight.
Right.
So some people know me for that. Like they'd go,
Yeah.
"Oh, DJ!" Like, and I'd turn up, and you know, I DJ'd for some of the cast of EastEnders, or one of the members of the cast of EastEnders. So my DJing journey has been interesting as well, and I travelled around quite a bit doing that. And there were some places which would exclusively call me to DJ for them, but that came to an end, or I stopped it because of some of the encounters that I had, and I thought maybe time to stop now.
Was it good? Was it really bad encounters that you received?
It wasn't
Negative?
really. Now I want to make your listeners giggle a bit, okay?
Yes.
So what happened was I used to get people come up to me and they said, "I know you," and I said, "Oh, great, so they know me." And I said, "You used to DJ for my mum and dad," and I thought, and I just felt like, okay, you know what? One day they're going to say you used to DJ for my gran or something, and I thought, can't do that. So I didn't want to.
But that's a compliment, though, isn't it? That's a compliment.
It is, but I just felt like, like 150. So I thought, I'll rest that bit now. And it is hectic carrying all the equipment around and all the bits and pieces, because I was doing it on my own and so on. And in a sense, right, like if I'd relied heavily on that, not that I'm sort of justifying it, but right now I'd be a bit stuck, wouldn't I?
Yeah, of course. So what happened? When did you start your poetry journey?
My poetry journey, I've really invested in it, actually, to be honest, during lockdown. And that's because, you know, when you can only do so much of sitting down and twiddling your thumbs and going, interesting. So I decided to turn my hand to whatever creative I could do, because I don't believe in being beaten and down. I think if something knocks you down, you just get up, brush yourself off and keep running. And if you know that thing, if at first you don't succeed,
try again, right?
Thank you for finishing that for me. That's brilliant. that synchronization is complete. So I just started writing, and I thought, let me see if I like it. And actually, then I turned around and said, because artists is too self-critical in every art form. And so I thought to myself, you know what, actually, it's if I like it and I'll share it and I'll motivate others with it. If they like it too, that's going to be fantastic and that's going to be powerful. And hopefully there's somebody there that needs that bit of poetry that day. And so now I'm investing with my poetry. I'm going to look at putting it on display in public and letting people just walk by and read it and get a lift in their day, and put it to good use, make it work for the community. So and also inspire other people.
But where do you get your inspiration from?
Anything.
Where do you get your inspiration from to anything?
Everyday.
Where did you get your inspiration from to do the one? Yeah, so you wrote me one which was really marvelous. Where did you get the inspiration from? Yeah.
Well, people inspire me, and their passion inspires me, and their journey inspires me. So I really find motivation in that. There's so many people out there that do amazing things every day, and we never notice. We just walk past them. And like to shout for those people, and it's all of that, anything that really affects me. So I think poetry is emotion, a sensation, and the ability to sort of really connect with your thoughts and put it into words. So that's what I tried to do. I tried to express to people, this is the nub of what's going on. This is exactly the point. So that's what I tried to do with poetry. But
so
my poetry.
yeah, go ahead. What I was going to say to you is, so being locked down, did that give you more inspiration to write what you're writing? Being in the lockdown situation.
It gave me time to reflect, because prior to lockdown, I was traveling extensively, and I was always on the motorway doing lots of car singing and entertaining my car, and perhaps the odd people in traffic beside me on the motorways. So and my poetry journey was just as adventurous as my music journey, because the very first poem I wrote, there was a competition on, and I just decided to do an entry, and I submitted it. I didn't hear back, but I just thought, you know what, in for a penny, in for a pound, and wrote a poem and submitted it. So I hope the people out there that are sort of thinking to themselves that I'm stuck for ideas, or should I do it or shouldn't I, do it.
Just do it.
The only way you get any better at it is if you do it, put it down there, and it might just be that later on you look back at it and go, right, you know what, I like that one, or I'm going to do that again. At least you've got something down to work with. Don't do full head of steam, do full steam ahead.
Nice. Did you have any support on this journey? Sorry. Did you have any support on this journey? Thank you. Did you have any support on this journey?
I've always been self-driven, self-motivated. So, you know, many people, they get up and go, has got up and gone. But I say, look, come back. And if I want to do something, I get up and do it. And that's the way that I would encourage everybody to be. If you've got an idea, great. Go out and don't wait for permission. Lots of people are waiting for permission. When I see people in business, I've got this great idea. Yes, it is a great idea. But what are you doing with it?
Yes, you
know, I work with some. Yeah, I work with some fantastic businesses. There's a business called Target Train out there. There's other businesses that I work with. Fiorentini Theatre School, inspirational. I've known them since they were very small, and now they release Cast Out to Pirates of the Caribbean and so on. And just some amazing people that I meet out there that actually get up and go. But what I would say to anybody with an idea, invest in it, make it happen.
Right. So how would you tell that to a young person? You know, the young youths of today, they don't know what direction to go with it. You would just say, get up and go. Where would they first head to? What would be their first step to where, basically?
Number one, believe in what you're doing. Don't everybody, you see people are surrounded by self-doubt, and other people will say you'll never make it happen, or this will never happen. And I've heard that plenty of times. I've heard, oh, you'll never be able to do this, or you'll never be able to do that. And I've just gone out and done it, and they go, wow, you did it. I even see that now in my music journey. They go, you'll never do that, or that's not possible. And then I come back and say, here it is. So believe in yourself. Network with people. One of the things with young people is they're not given the tools to work with. They've just got this notion. So young people don't. There's a young person that I've worked with, and her name's Shannon, and a very good upcoming artist, and hopefully you'll hear lots from her. But it's a case of she's invested properly, she's invested her time, she's got in touch with the right people, she's recruited the support of her parents, and there's plenty of places out there that will support you. Okay, I don't care if everybody on your show emails me. I'm happy to support people. I want them to, or email you to email me. I want them to win. So people should connect and network with with people around them that will support them and say, yes, good idea, and give them a good strategy, because there are plenty of people out there to take your time or in it for something, and they want to feed themselves, whereas people need to be investing in you.
Yes, absolutely. Tahir, just hold it there. We're going to go on another break and we're going to come back. Okay?
Awesome.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take a break. A few minutes break.
Okay.
Second. Welcome back to the Godess Jazzy Show. I'm with my special guest, Tahir. Thank you so much, Tahir, for joining me and explaining everything that you've been explaining with regards to your journey. Have you found any obstacles along the way of your journey, like
Lots,
criticism? Yeah?
lots and lots. You're always facing criticism, but the thing to do with criticism is to learn from it. It's
Yeah.
people get criticism and think, "Woe is me," and I'm beaten, and that. Okay, you can either sort of let the criticism run you over, or you can lay new foundations and build on it. Look at it as a feedback for improvement, and then it's not so hostile. And
Yeah.
remember, criticism can come at you for lots of different reasons. Sometimes it's the person's own purpose, and sometimes they are trying to tell you this is what you need to do to improve for yourself.
Yeah.
But they might say it in the wrong way. So I
Okay.
think you always have to have a thick skin. And nowadays people have to, because they're on the internet with trollers and all this kind of thing, and it's a bit constant. But what I say to them is, look, you've got to live with these people for 1 minute. They have to live with themselves for a lifetime. So don't let it bother you. It's a minute of your life. Move on.
Yeah. I think it's difficult, especially if you're young, it's difficult to hear that because of how people deliver what they say. I think, me personally, I think delivery is important, the way you deliver information and the way you speak to people as well.
Yeah, I don't think that people always get it right, because communication is a skill, isn't it? You have to be in tune with what that person is feeling and hearing at the time. So we have to be skilled communicators, and getting 100% right 100% of the time is a tricky one. But I think
Yes.
sometimes people have to stop and ask themselves that question: what does that actually mean? And what message should I take from it, rather than going, like, okay, now I'm upset or angry, and what I call wasted emotions. It's a complete waste of energy, and it will never give you anything
Now I
positive.
have to write that down to hear. Hold on. Wasted emotions. Every time I have a guest and you come with something, I nick it and I write it down. Sorry.
Brilliant. Keep writing. Even my vocal coach does that. He's
Yeah.
sort of got a real little diary of all the things that I say, but they just come out. But the thing I say to people is, name me one thing one problem that stress ever solved. Okay.
Wait a minute to hear. Hold on.
Go for it.
I have to. Do you know what? Where were you in my youth? But we're nearly the same age, so where were
Hey,
you?
you're still young. Come on.
Yeah, but still, where were you? Teach me this. Oh dear. So on your form, you was talking about other businesses that you that you have? What are they?
So you can find me on Instagram and look at First Aid
Yep.
Training Organisation. So I've had a
That
career
is, you know what I saw, and I thought maybe it's the wrong email, and I'm thinking, but I still didn't think further along that maybe you work for them. So you're first aider?
Yeah,
Or
I'm the boss.
You're the boss of the first aid. I wonder if I've done your training. I think I have. Yep.
Excellent. Well
yeah,
done.
I think I have a long time ago.
Oh,
I think I'm due. I'm due for another one. So you need to sign me up
Come
fast.
back. Yeah, we'll sign you up. But
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate in being able to travel the country and teach people. And again, I meet really inspirational people through that journey. And these people are coming back to me saying, I saved somebody today, or I dealt with an accident, or I've actually been able to deal with accidents and incidents. And actually now I'm using it sort of through this lockdown, etc., to help people, give them confidence, build their careers. Well, you know, it's like I'm selling a course, but one of the biggest things that I've done, the people that come up to me and say, you know what, I've come to your course and I didn't have any self-confidence, and I'm really feeling bold now, and I'm talking to people in my class, and I'm sort of outspoken. And I don't just like to bring people on to do a course. So the people that are with me doing courses, maybe there's somebody on here that's listening right now and thinking, I know him, he's taught me first aid. So I like to give them that empowerment, that extra bit of networking, that extra bit of a push to make that journey easier. I think if you get to the age that I've got to.
Do you go out to do the first aid? Do you actually go out, or do people come to you? Are you one of the mobile ones that go to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to. So I had a career as a lifeguard, and then I developed my own business and first aid training organization started. And I've been very lucky to fuel careers in medicine, fuel careers in ambulance, and so on. So I've done a lot of that, and I continue to help people and communities and charities to develop skills and knowledge which will help them to be safe and diversify and contribute to their careers. So I help people there too.
Oh, that's really good. So how many years have you been doing the first aid? I'm so interested with that because I was a phlebotomist back in the day. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And we had to go on and an ambulance driver. Yeah, ambulance woman. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Years ago.
We have a lot in common. So
we do indeed. Not only the tops, we come in synchronized, not even the tops. But I'm interested. So where is your school? Where's your first aid school or your first aid training?
Well, is
there a basis for it?
There is a base in Hymes Park. I'm actually sitting in one of the main buildings now, which is Forest Community Centre, and that's run by Michael of Wadham Players. He's a well-known actor in the industry, so they produce plays and they've won awards for their plays and so on, and they're a real sort of golden nugget in the community. But I started in 1995, and since then I've treated people at community events. I've volunteered for the NHS. I've taught. I've networked. I've worked with some of the best doctors in the country, being trained by them, and also now returning the experience that I've had, because I've got water safety experience. So I try to educate the community on safety awareness. Do you know still only a minuscule amount of the population is first aid trained? I mean, we're talking minute percentage. We're not even.
This should be in school. Don't you think this should be taught in school? Do you not think this should be taught in school? First aid should be taught. Should be on their curriculum.
Yeah, I just think everybody should
know. The
basis
because of it, at least.
You're going to need it. As you know, most ambulances turn up to people's domestic premises. I know we've got first like health and safety at work regulation, but most accidents happen in the home. So people should just understand this is something that I'm going to need. And every year I hear these tragic things about people like drowning, trying to rescue somebody else. And even if they had a little bit of water safety knowledge, just basic.
Yes.
And but
why do you think they don't bring these? Why do you think this is not on the curriculum in school and in college? Why isn't this as an important as to learn every other course? Why is it they don't put this as a number one? I just don't understand it for the curriculum. I can't get my head around it.
Well, I have to sympathise with the teachers because they've got their hands full and the schools have their hands tied behind their backs with budgets. I think that there's got to be a political motivation to do it because it is applied science. People say first aid is common sense. It's not. You're applying science. I teach the very same syllabus that I do to the public. Just on Saturday, I was teaching to pharmacists, and I was telling them about the vaccine and educating them in a whole range of matters. And I do the same talks for doctors and dentists and so on. So it's valid up and down the scale.
Yes.
But, you know, I hear some really tragic things. One person I was talking to, I said, look, you've got children. Why haven't you done first aid? And they said, it's not my priority. And I was a bit devastated by that because, I mean, for me, it's people always say they care about their family and care for their family, but you have to know how to care. It's got to be actions speak louder than words. And I've been offering these courses free, and people have. I got funding from London Borough of Waltham Forest, and I wanted.
I'm coming to the next one, Tahira. I'm coming to the next one. If it's I'm coming. Just let me know. I'm coming. I need to upskill. Mine runs out, so I need to. I'll hold you to it, Tahir. Believe me, I'll hold you to it. I'm coming to the next one.
You know what? Get all the people in the studio, and I'll come to the studio, and I will train them up.
Right, Relax Radio. Have you heard this now? Tahir will come and train all of us in the studio.
You're going to be lifesavers, Relax.
Yeah, you heard it here. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be coming into the studio and making a date that everyone will come in, and Tahir will teach us first aid at Relax Radio. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's important.
You're very welcome.
It's really important, you know.
You'll be singing first aid by the end of it.
That's all right. That is all right. But I'm going to hold you to it, and I'm going to let the boss know when she comes back that that's what's going to happen. Yep.
It's a done deal.
Yeah, fabulous, fabulous. So Tahir, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
Is there any misconception about you? What is the biggest misconception about you? If there is, there might not be. But has anybody ever said there's a misconception about you? You know,
all the time. I get criticism all the time. But one of the biggest one that I'm a dragon, that I'm ready to bite people's head off. I mean, in my feedback, I will say that I'm direct. I get straight to the point. I don't.
Do you? Which is good. I like that.
Yeah. So I don't like to. The way I see it, I don't like to leave people in a situation where they're wondering what I meant or so on. I want them to know where we're at so that they can so that they can sort of grow from it. I don't say things for the sake of being mean to people. I say things for a purpose. So maybe once upon a time I wasn't so good with communication, and that was like when I was younger, and things would just. I've always had this like shoot from the hip, like things would just come out of my mouth, and I go, "Oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that." But now it's more of a like, look, I know that I'm saying this to promote your welfare, and you get a lot of this when you're trying to support people. People are resistive to support. You're trying to tell them something for their own good, but they want to see an offense in it. Oh, they're picking on me.
Yes.
The core of my life isn't to pick on you. The core of my life is to motivate you and use all the experience that I've got and put it on the table and say, here's a shortcut.
Yes.
You know, take it.
Yeah.
It's yours. I'm not asking for anything. There it is. But people sort of get tied up in knots about what does he want and this kind of thing. So you know, everybody or people generally might sit there and think everybody else is on the take, etc. And there are people out there that just want to support you. They don't need reason.
Yeah.
They're just saying.
Do you think that's come with you growing as well, from your youth till now? Do you think that's come like that? Your outspokenness, or were you shy when you were younger?
I was shy. I would not say boo to a goose. I was. You'd find me in a corner. Even at school, I was probably the quietest. And it wasn't until even at college,
Yeah.
I was really quiet. It was, you know, I had this attitude about me, but if you haven't got anything valuable to say, don't waste your breath. But
God.
I'm kind of
A
making
bit
up for that
bougie.
now.
You know, as young people say it's bougie. That's a little bit bougie, isn't it?
And so I'm kind of making up for that now, and I just talk to everybody, and I
Talk
just
to everyone.
tell
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell them what they need to know and probably what they don't want to hear as well. So
Yeah, but it's important. It's important because you're on a level field. Then you know what you're gonna get back. You know. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
important.
absolutely. And like with the young people in the community groups, you know, I've been through bullying and things like that, and I can talk to them. I can say, this is how it works. This is what it does. This is what you can. This is possibly what you're thinking.
Hold on one moment. We want to come back to bullying. One moment.
Right.
I'm going on another break. Okay, hold on a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Bashir Chaudhry, owner of All Seasons Letting, visiting Relax Radio. I'm very optimistic and very impressed that this radio station is going to be very useful for our community. Please download the app and keep listening.
Relax. Why read when you can listen? Relax Radio.
Welcome back to the Godess Jazzy show. I'm here with Tahir. Welcome back, Tahir. Thank you so much again for joining me this morning, waking up and on a beautiful Wednesday, even though it's a bit grey outside.
It's grey outside.
It's grey, but we're happy because we're matching. Come on.
That's it. We're bringing that sunshine.
We are indeed.
Yeah.
So Tahir, you were saying about bullying. Do you mind talking about your bullying experience?
No, as I say, yeah? I'm there to share things so that people understand and learn from it, because we might be talking to somebody that's going through it right now.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. So what happened to you with regards to bullying? Where did it start? In your youth or?
Yeah, when I was very young, you know, it was there was a lot of racism was popular.
Yeah,
very popular, and there was none of this equal opportunities policy or none. You just said what you said, and like it wasn't when there was trouble in Walthamstow, it was like we're going to kill this lot of people, and then we're going to kill you lot, and this kind of thing. And school playground was hostile. It was just whether it was because of your color or because of you're from the wrong cultural background.
Yeah, absolutely.
So people look at me and say I'm Indian. I was at Notting Hill Carnival once, and somebody said to me, "Why are you here?" These isn't even. I said I was born in Africa.
Yeah.
And their jaw dropped, and they go, "Oh, like you know, cows and things like." So,
the thing is, we can laugh about it now, but back then it wasn't a laughing thing. It was awful. It was awful.
Yeah, I mean, it tore me down. I suffered 2 bouts of depression in my life. I beat that. But my thing with all of this is that I will never ever relent to a bully ever.
Yeah.
I know what makes them tick, and I use that as a weapon against them. And
that is so positive what you're saying for people who are listening, especially who are being bullied. You know, it's so important. Paramount. Yeah. So
when I was bullied at work, I went through the system. This manager was trying to prove themselves by bullying someone. I was the target. So everything I did at work was wrong.
Yeah.
So I went to the other managers and said, this is what's going on. They took it seriously. The person wasn't in a job for much longer. And now I have a response. You know, I made it my business to know my rights and the law.
Good.
So
Yeah.
if somebody comes up to bully me, I say, look, you've got two choices. Walk away from this, or I take it up legally.
That's
And
something
people,
what's important. Because a
so,
lot of young people don't know this. A lot of
yeah,
young people and older people don't know this.
yeah,
We seem to just take it, you know.
yeah. In the
Sorry.
playground, you can't sort of say like, I'll take it up legally, right? But it's really important if you're being bullied to get the right support. Now, that might be the right support through family. It might be the right support through teachers. It might
Yeah.
be the right support through one of the mental health charities. But get the support that you need, because the thing with support is people say, I just go there and knock on that door and it will all work out fine. No, support is like a menu.
Yes.
You recruit the support that you need at that time. So people are working on your plane and on your level, but
Yes.
never ever just bottle it and decide that you're the problem, because typically it's not that you're the problem. Okay, if you're hostile to other people, guess what you're going to get back? You know, what you sow is what you reap. But
Yeah.
in terms of getting support, it's out there and you can grow from it and it can empower you. So it's just getting the right people to support you and point you in the right direction, and developing. One of the things that's not taught anywhere is resilience properly. I mean, really sort of not caring. Everybody invested in, oh, what will they think, like what shall I wear, what will people think. Forget it. You're not, you know, you woke up today. Every day you wake up is an opportunity to make great. Right?
Absolutely.
It's a gift. So own that gift. Really enjoy it. But people are like, what will they think? What? Nobody cares. You know, one day I have to sort of, I haven't, you know, in my singing journey, I've sort of sung for sung in studios and places like that. I haven't actually had the opportunity to be in front of an audience, which might happen one day. But a lot of it is just me saying to people, look at what can be done. And even on that journey, as I keep telling you, I met Ilana from Dancebox, and she's a celebrity on Instagram. She's got loads of followers, and but she's got her own amazing story to tell. And she came on one of my courses, and she's qualified, and all her clients will tell you how amazing and powerful she is. And it's really good to be able to have a journey and then spread that and motivate people. So she spends a lot of time motivating women and people, and she can tell you similar stories about how it is like to be empowered. And that's the kind of power and energy that people should bring to their day. Right? You're not worried about what people think. You're not worried about what people say. You are worried about, how can I make this great? And for me, it's also about, what can I do to make a difference to somebody else's day?
Someone else. Yeah, that's really paramount, that is. And I've written that down. Resilience. Learn how to be resilient. Something that we didn't have back then. You know, when I just bring myself way back to school time, back in the 80s, we never had that. We just had to get on with it, cry if you're going to cry, and deal with it and move it on. It was hard when you think of it now, you know?
Even today, I hear it like all this grow up and, you know, sticks and stones. And okay, it works for a minute. But I mean, people, I teach mental health first aid as well as part of my first aid. But people are all about mental health. Okay, and today mental health is like one day where everybody posts, I've got a kettle on, and my door is open, and then once mental health day is over, the door shuts and the kettle is off, right? So people should be talking about mental wealth, not mental health, and that's a totally different ballgame.
Tahir, as you can see, I'm writing that down. Mental wealth. By the time I finish, this book will be a book, right?
Let's publish it.
Yeah,
it can be a collective work.
That's nice. Mental wealth. Do you know, I have to meditate on that moment. Mental wealth.
So let me tell you about mental wealth.
Tell me about
Right.
mental wealth.
People can come at you with a bulldozer, but you're going to hurt the bulldozer.
Yeah.
Right? You become completely untouchable. Like if people want to come to you with complaints and stress and negative and all of that, it's like, yeah, fine. Like,
yeah,
I've got a day to get on with, and for me, I've got a coffee waiting for me over there. That'll do me. So none of it touches you. It just bounces off of you.
Yeah,
So
that's where the resilience comes in. That's
the
where
resilience, having that self-awareness, that self belief.
Yes.
So people have to believe in themselves, and that message is out there again and again, but people listen to it. And you know how people go in that ear, out the other. They don't actually know what that means or what the strategy is or how to do it in person. And they need to be investing in developing that. And that's not given to them. And it's great tactics for people, whether they want to be in work or at school. Do you know how many people do not get a promotion or do not get ahead in their work because they haven't invested in that? They go, oh, it's just me. And I think, but what you're doing is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, your work is completely amazing. And they're not, you know, I know people that are doing amazing things. And I say to them, put it out there, share it. People will love this. And they go, oh, that's scary. You know, they're scared of their own shadow.
Yes.
If other people are looking at your work and saying it's good and they like it, well, come on, that's coming from somewhere. There's substance in it. Yeah. But people will never like it until you create it. You know, build it and they will come.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want you to do the hard work before themselves. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some people are waiting for that. They want you to sort of make it for them and they don't want to put any effort in. And every achievement comes with an effort. Right. And there are things that I find.
Tahir, I love you. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Sorry, viewers, but I have to do this. Every achievement, say it again. Every
achievement comes with an effort.
Comes with an effort. You know, that's going to be my WhatsApp profile. I'm such a knicker.
That's fine. Steal away. You know? Steal away.
I'm so like that. So I'm going to go on another break to here. So drink your water and I'll be back real shortly. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oops, bit of lip gloss. Sorry.
That's all right.
Welcome back, Godess Jazzy Show. Sorry, everyone. Bit of lip gloss. I'm sorry. That's just me. Welcome back with my guest Tahir. Thank you so much, Tahir, for your first part of the morning with me. I appreciate it. Now, I am going to shake it up a little bit, and I'm going to ask you some fun questions.
Go for it.
Okay. Right. I have 1 to 14 questions.
Right.
And out of the 1 to 14, you must choose 5.
Okay.
So start. What number?
Shall we go for lucky number 7?
Lucky number 7. Now, Tahir, are you sure you want number 7?
No, but I'll go with it.
That's the correct answer. Anyway, number 7 is your favorite country and why. Where's your favorite country you've been to and why?
You are asking the wrong person about that. I love the planet as a whole. I love every sort of aspect of every country. So I'm not one of these people that says I was born in that place and therefore that's the only thing and that's it and that's better. I want the whole world to be enjoying the whole world. We're one big community, not so many separate communities.
Nice.
So sorry to change the answer, but
yeah, that's all right. That is good. Thank you so much. Okay, what's your next number?
4.
Tahir, number 4. You better have a good explanation for this. iPhone or Android?
Okay.
And why?
iPhone, because I'm a creature of habit.
Are you? I just don't like iPhone. I think it's too difficult. I do. If you get blocked, it's a joke. It's just a joke. If you get blocked, it's a joke. Yeah.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. So you're a creature of habit like that. Fine. Okay. Next number.
Oh, should I do this? Go on then. I'll be brave. 13.
13. Oh my gosh. Tahir. Okay. You asked for it. How do you want to be remembered?
How do I want to be remembered?
Yeah. You know, when that time comes, which will be for a long time, how would you like to be remembered? And why?
And why? Really, for me, this journey is about what I can give back. So I hope if people remember anything, it's owning that message. What can I give back? What can I do? I'm here to make a difference. Every single person makes a difference. So those people that are in devastation are sitting there saying, I don't matter. You matter 100%. You're making a difference. So that's what I would say.
That's lovely. That's a lovely answer. Okay, that's 3 questions. Okay, your next number, please.
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
I'm picking them.
You're picking them. You do like a challenge, don't you? Okay. Number 2. Would you change your thinking? And if you do, how?
Would I change my thinking?
Yeah. And if you did, how? How would you? Your way of thinking. You know, we kind of touched on it from when you were younger, certain things that you went through, and then it changed to as you're an adult, you knew better, and you forwarded better with it. As in, you were shy. I'll give you an example. You said you were shy when you were younger, and as you grew, you got the balls, as to say, you know.
Yeah.
So, just how can you give me a little snippet of changing your thinking from then to there? What was the thing that went? I'm not going to be that no more. I'm going to be this, you know?
I'm not in this game for other people. I'm in this game to, first of all, be the example and then share how to get there with others. So if I was to change, I would change to be able to better get through people's sort of hesitation and all their prejudices so that I can actually help them. So that's what I would do to change my thinking. But in terms of the element of me that's fearless, I mean, I'll go anywhere. I would never change. I wouldn't give that up in like a trillion years, because that's something that people just need to invest in and own, and they just need to be fearless and get out there and stand up and go, hey, I want to be counted.
Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, and your last number, please.
Let's go number 1. Big X.
Sorry. Okay. Would you recycle your experiences, and why? Recycle your experiences. Yeah.
What do you mean by recycle?
Okay, I'm going to give you a little snippet. Recycle your experience. So over the course of time, you've learned to do drumming. What else? Music. So if you could have had that implemented back in the day, I'm not sure, like in your school time, how would you get from there to now? Because you've gone through it on your own, you've said. You've done everything basically on your own. All right, who would you call? Who would you call to go through that experience? Who would you have called? Is there anyone you would have called?
I think really when you...
Apart from God.
Yeah, that's the only place that I would call. I think if there's anything that I would change, it would be I would have got on with a lot of this and had that self-belief earlier. But this is one of the reasons why I spend my time telling people, look, just do it. It's because I know it works. No, it's not, tomorrow's not the time to do it now. Like,
you're the example then. So what you're saying is you're the example now. You are the example.
I'm the message. I've lived it and breathed it. And so I can show people that this is how it works, and it does work. It's not just a message. It's not a tagline. I'm not doing what all the celebs are doing and saying it's all great. And it's it's you can walk through that journey yourself, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to walk through a dark forest and you might fall in a pond or a puddle or a lake, but what I've got is the map to get around all of that and take a shortcut and get there quicker.
So, okay, thank you for answering those questions. Another thing I want to ask you is, do you think growing up we should have been told the truth? Now, when I say that, I mean everything. Me, I'll give an example of me. I wasn't told the truth. I was told everything fabricated, that you're going to get married, you're going to have a child or children, you're going to live in a big house. That's what was my reality growing up. Do you not think it's, I don't know if you're a parent or, you know, or you've got nieces or nephews or what have you. Do you not think it's important for people to tell, or parents to tell their young uns the truth from the beginning?
I think what people need to do is encourage everyone to make their own magic, because you see this statement that you're going to be married and you're going to have that, and so people rush to do that.
Yes.
And rushing to do that can lead to some of the more significant mistakes that you make. People get involved, so caught up in the romance of this is what was expected of me, that they forget to make the experience real, and even they overlook warning signs. You know, people are suffering today because of that, because of expectation. They're being defrauded online, and they're being scammed, and they're being really belittled. So make your own magic. It's your journey. So find the thing that you love and invest in them, and then whatever you do will be powerful.
Nice. That's nice questions and answers that you've given me. So I'm going to go on another break and we're going to come back and continue. So bear with me again and I'll be back.
I'm Bashir Chaudhry, owner of All Seasons Letting, visiting Relax Radio. I'm very optimistic and very impressed that this radio station is going to be very useful for our community. Please download the app and keep listening.
Relax. Why read when you can listen? Relax.
Welcome back to the Godess Jazzy show. I'm here with Tahir. How are you, Tahir? Are you doing okay? Are you still here with me? Good.
Hey, I'm having a great time. I hope your viewers are too. I'll send them a medal for sticking with this.
Fabulous, fabulous. I'll take you up with that as well. So, Tahir, I wanted to ask you another question. Knowing what you know now about life, through the information experience, what would you tell your younger self?
Again, it would be believe in yourself, and whatever you want to do and whatever you want to be, commit to it. It's all about self-confidence and not letting other people dictate how you feel about yourself, and then you become that.
That's true.
You become what you breathe.
Yeah.
So breathe in good air, spend time with good people, right? Motivate each other. Don't just sit with each other and while these hours away. Every hour is an opportunity for you to sort of show people, here I am, this is my mark, this is you know, I'm really sort of using my time to have fun and enjoy this experience. You know, we're very lucky. We're very, our days are really amazing if we let them be, because we can sometimes when I'm driving, I say, you know what, I can't drive. There are people out there that can't even do that. There are people out there that aren't seeing the sunlight, they're not able to go out, anything like that. That thing that people take for granted, I'm going to go out or I'm going to go for a walk. Some people can't even manage that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So every little experience is a reward, and people are ignoring their rewards.
Yeah. So also, go ahead.
Invest in your rewards, own them, and you'll feel motivated to achieve the next big thing and the next big thing.
That's like nice, wise words. And just a little bit to that. What would you tell your younger self to prepare for the future? What would you speak to your younger self? How to prepare for the future? And your future is now. Yeah.
My younger self would have spent a lot of time with friends. You know that thing that you do when you're at school and college and you have fun?
Yeah. Waste of time. Yeah, wasting time.
Yeah. You know, the bus stop was my friend and my friend was the bus stop. And this was considered to be like really like you're with the gang and all the rest. Well, don't bother. Okay. Find the bits of education. I'm going to try to tell young people to invest in their education.
Yeah.
Right? Which isn't a popular message. It's like, oh, educate, like, please save me. I want to sort of play a game or something like that. Well, fine, but even there, in anything that you do, there's opportunities for education. It's like people are always talking negatively about the internet, but who's in control of what you do on the internet? You are. You make your reality. You know, so I've had some of the best connections on the internet. I've talked to people have confided in me about their mental health. One of the things that really helped me when I was struggling was the internet.
You didn't have no one physical to go to. You had no friend or family member.
I was let down badly by the services in terms of I didn't trust them, because like you heard Frank Bruno and other people say that they're very eager to shove you full of drugs.
Yeah.
And I had a chat with I actually had a private consultation, and I had a chat with this person. They said, this very qualified person, they're an author as well, they've written books on mental health, etc., etc. And I said to them, I asked them, because I'm inquisitive, I said to them, how many people have you seen get better from where I am without medication? They said none. And do you know what I said when I walked out of there having paid for that session? I said, I'm going to invent the cure. Okay. That's what I did. I picked myself up from there and I said, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that happiness is a drug. Okay. Or that progress is a drug, right? Progress is an investment. It's a purpose. It's finding that purpose. When you are with depression, it wakes up to box you every day. Its only ambition is get back down. Okay. Well, you've got to be in that boxing ring, and you've got to just stand back up and say, you know what, I've got boxing gloves too. Come on. So, and you've got to come and sit with that attitude. And when I decided, no, you're not going to beat me anymore, I'm fighting back. That's when it decided to sit down and sort of stay at bay. And that I'm not saying it's easy, but it works a treat.
So did you have no friends around you when you was going through the downfall? Did you have nobody? You know, I say it with such a guff in my throat, like to say, was there just nobody to just say, come here? You know what I mean?
Now you're gonna sort of you might find it difficult to believe, but me, I'm not a people person. You know, you get these people that are at the party and they're the life of the party and so on. That's not me, right?
So you hit it,
Everything that I've had to do, mostly I've had to do on my own. I did have I got a lot of peace from on my second bout of depression. My first bout of depression, it was teachers that helped me out, and they actually took their own private time and helped me out. There were teachers at Rushcroft School that really did a great job, and it was little moments, but the thing is, they were so tied up and they didn't have the resources particularly to completely help me out of the situation.
Yes.
And the second time around, it was I decided to develop my own support network. So one of the great inspirations and bits of support for me, and there were so many actually that I'm probably going to forget to mention some, but when I had a PT, that was the dance box, that was Ilana that I was talking to you about.
Yes.
There's a great a business life coach in Chingford. Her name is Pat. Okay, she was really helpful. So there were people there. I just sort of looked around at my network and said, you know what, that person can bring me peace. And then really the thing that really helped me out, because some people are out there thinking I've got nobody to turn to, etc. It's trying new things. So I say to people, even if it's not relevant, go and try something new. The singing was brilliant. It was a great release. It's like, even if I sounded like I was going to sort of eradicate all the weeds in the garden, and you know, even if I did that sort of singing, or that was the product of it, not a problem, because I enjoyed it, and that's what matters.
Right. So would you say you came out of your comfortable space to try something new? You know, because we're always in a comfortable box, as to say. So step out of that box and try something different.
Yeah, I've always done courses just for the sake of them. I didn't need a reason to be on that course. You know, you name it, I've done it. I've done plastering. I've done swimming, and that led to my lifeguarding. So sometimes the courses that I've done have actually developed into something. So I've got all these random qualifications, but I enjoy learning and I enjoy speaking to people on the course. And I've done courses in business, and I've done courses in therapy and counseling and mental health, and I encourage others to do the same, because they'll be on that one course and they'll click with that one person, or they will see that one thing and say, but this is me. This is like everything that I'd hoped for. And people don't invest in finding that. This is who I am. This is what I do. I didn't even know I liked that, but look at it. It's great. So I would encourage.
I really appreciate to hear. I just want to say from now, I really appreciate you sharing that, because it's not easy to share about mental health, being bullied and everything else like that. So I really do appreciate it. And the viewers will definitely appreciate you, you know, showing your honesty as well, talking from your heart with it. You know, I really, really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
And on that note, I'm going to go on a break. So hold it, because I'm going to go on another break. Hold it, okay? Back in the mode.
All right.
Yeah. Have they done it yet? Let me. Welcome back to the Godess Jazzy Show. I'm with my very special guest, Tahir. Thank you so much, Tahir. Welcome back. I really appreciate all your information today, opening up about mental health, which is important, especially at this time.
Yeah.
And your honesty. It really takes a lot, you know. I'm really, really grateful. So,
Yes.
Tahir, what is your end result? Now you've gone through all these businesses and you're singing. What is your end result with it? And are you going to sing me a tune? That's what I want to know, really.
That's the question I was scared of, but yes, I will if
Yeah,
that's what you're asking for. But
yeah.
the end result is to empower as many people as I can. I want to touch as many lives as I can to tell them, look, stop wasting time with whatever it is that's there and obstacles in your way. Listen
Yes.
to the people that are telling you it can't be done and show them it can. I even
Mm.
made a mug out of it. I've got this mental health mug. Okay,
Oh,
and it's got
yeah.
a mental health message on it, and it says, you know, people, the gist of it is people will tell you that it can't be done, but just let them know when you've won, right?
Yes.
So I've done that to put the message out there any way I can. Do not waste time with negativity, right? You're done
Mm.
with that, it's over. Get up, get going, get your strategy together. You can't just get up and go, but get up and get a strategy together, right?
Yes.
And see what happens next. And if you're
Mm.
stuck, well, message me. I'm here. You know, I can tell people about most industries. I've got connections
Okay.
in just about every industry there is. So, and advice is free or information is free. It's out there
Yeah.
on the internet. I'm just telling you what I've collected and the people that I know and the great people that I know. And I'm itching to put that out there.
That's good. That is good. Thank you. So are you going to sing?
What would you like to hear? Who are your favorite artists?
Whoa. Do you know who I like? I like back in the 80s. I like 80s music. I won't lie to you.
You're
I
right
like,
with me.
yeah, I'm right. I like Spandau Ballet. I like Duran Duran. I liked the Communards. That's how far back. Do you remember them?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
Yes.
but I
So,
don't know. They're
you
not the
don't know.
artists that I've been focusing on. So the
Okay.
artists that I've been
Yeah.
now I'm going to put myself in the spot, and your
Go on.
listeners are going to get your listeners in trouble. But I've been working on tracks like Luther Vandross, Alexander O'Neill, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Um, so
Bring it.
recently, Kenny Thomas. I don't
Oh,
know if you remember his song "Outstanding."
oh my, come on, come on, come on.
So
You better
I'm
speak good,
just,
you know.
and you know, all the way to the influences I had were things like Kingston Town. I don't know if you remember a song called "Amigo." That one was,
Amigo too, yeah, Amigo,
yeah,
yeah. Oh my,
yeah.
do you know a reggae track? It's called Prophecy.
No, I
Way
don't know
back.
that one. No.
But it sounds like a black reggae artist singing, but it's a mixed race woman. You'd never believe it. Rasta, mixed race woman. Amazing.
Wow.
Anyway, that's that. So Tahir, sing me the tune. Let me fling down the book. Come on.
Okay. Right. Let's just go for a Luther track. I hope I do
Okay.
it justice over this. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Love has truly been good to me. Not even one sad day or minute have I had since you've come my way. I hope you know. Relax Radio.
Yeah.
And
Come on. So amazing. Come on, Tahir.
so amazing to be loved. I'd follow you to the moon in the sky above. And it's so amazing, amazing love for us together, together. I will leave you never, never, 'cause we got amazing love. Truly, it's amazing, amazing love for us together, together. I will leave you never, never, 'cause we got amazing love. Ooh, so amazing And I've been waiting for a love like you. It's so amazing to be loved. I'd follow you to the moon and the sky above.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
That's
very
right.
welcome.
You got my juices flowing. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes, you're allowed to say that. It's better than I
Yeah.
want to run and I want to sort of run away now. So I'm
No,
glad I got
no.
that reaction.
No, that's good. That's really good. Well done, you. Well done, you. You brought back my youth and you brought back Luther Vandross. Thank you
Awesome.
so.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did. So, well, that's all really for me on this end. Is there anything else you want to add to here? Is there anything that you missed out or you want to know? Anything else? But so far, it's been amazing. Just like Luther Vandross. Yeah. Is there anything you want to shout out or anything? You can shout out your Instagram, how someone can contact you, especially with your first stage. And we're coming on there. You're coming to us to Relax Radio.
Hey, definitely 100%. Yeah. But my Instagram is Positive Media Management, and on there is Victor, and there's so many amazing people on there that I've met on my journey that will empower you as well and talk about that. I would encourage people, as you know, I sort of invest in letting people know about the thing that I'm doing, and I've been telling people about Relax Radio. And if you're listening out there, tell more people about Relax Radio. Come on.
Yeah, thank you.
Come on. So I invited people to listen in today, and I want you to invest in Relax Radio. I mean, I've been listening to your interviews over the last couple of weeks, and wow, amazing. I mean, those people out there that are battling away on their own. There were two ladies on from a charity, and then you had a young man on who sort of got a social project, and amazing. And why are people not getting behind them? You want better for the community, but you're not willing to put your best foot forward to help better for the community. It's a team effort. Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does indeed.
So get together with Relax Radio, get together with these people, empower them. Everybody should be empowering everybody else. So from now on, your journey is empower everybody else.
Yes.
Something, even if it's something, you don't have to give something, you could say something.
Yeah, that's important.
And it'll make their journey better. Definitely get in touch with me. My email you can use firstaidfato@aol.com.
Great.
You can go to my website www.fato.co.uk on the first aid side. When I've got all my art together, I will have a website for my artistic side. Of course, I'm going to release an album, and if I do release an album and I'm on a stage, remember my very first radio interview was here on Relax Radio with Jazzy.
Yeah, and I danced. And you
danced. And we laughed. And we synchronized.
Yeah, we synchronized. You know? Oh, Tahir, thank you so much for coming today. I so appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your life and your journey with me. It will help somebody out there, no doubt,
Perfect. And thank you for the opportunity.
Not at all. And thank you for my poem. And thank you that you're going to come and teach us all Relax Radio First Aid. Definitely.
No problem.
I can't wait. It's a long time coming, And I'd like you to definitely come back when you've done your book and everything else that you endeavor to do. You're very welcome back, without a doubt.
Only if it's on your show.
Yeah, most definitely. You better just request for me. How you mean? But I really have enjoyed myself this morning. Thank you so much for taking your time out. And I hope you have a beautiful, productive day today. I really do.
Started like this. Come on, how can I fail?
Yeah, you must make it continue more, Don't let nothing bring you down and make it bring you up. No doubt.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great start to the day. I'm going to see Bio, the vocal coach, today later on. So I'm there again. So it's going to be a great day.
And if you need a dancer, I'm here.
You're on. You're booked.
I'm there. All right, good. Oh, thank you, Tahira, for joining me today. And I want to give you lots of love, light, and peace and blessings. And I hope to see you in the physical form real soon as well. Yeah,
I hope so too.
Yes, and I'll be in touch when we can book that first aid.
Please do, yeah, please.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I will let them know, and then we'll make a date on that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for coming in. Have a great, productive day, and until we meet again, take great care. Yeah, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.